Greetings, grandfather. Now today I want to talk to you a little bit about discomfort. Why would I bring that up? I'm not talking about pain and suffering or anything like that. I'm just talking about slight discomfort. Oh, if you have, say, a draft, a breeze blowing on the back of your neck, you turn around and you realize that the window is open just a little bit and you thought you had closed it. So you get up, you walk behind you, you shut the window, and you come back to your chair and you sit down and voila, no more breeze on the back of your neck. Now you wouldn't really normally call that discomfort, but on other planets that are completely in balance and totally benevolent, such a minor thing like that would be considered discomfort. And if we look at it closely, you could say that it was a minor discomfort for you in this example. Now, it is absolutely vital that such discomforts like that be here on this planet. Not extreme discomfort, not suffering, not all of that. Not war, not fighting, none of that. But what's important to be here is that level of slight discomfort, and I'll tell you why. You here on this planet now, as well as all other human beings in the past, and most in the future, not all, but most in the future. I'll explain that in a moment. Will be needing that slight discomfort. Why? You'll need it simply so that you can know. The person in my example knew immediately, didn't he or she? There was a draft in the back of the neck, it was uncomfortable, turned around, the window was slightly open. In short, they knew because of the discomfort. They knew there was a cause. They sought out the cause, they corrected it, and no more discomfort. So that level of discomfort is vital in order to know. All right? Now, that type of knowing has everything to do with instinct. As I've said before, instinct is not something that is just associated with animals. Instincts, number one, cohort, you might say, is feeling. And by that I mean physical feeling. All right? If you didn't have that physical feeling in that example, you wouldn't even know there was a draft on the back of your neck, and pretty soon you'd have a stiff neck and you'd wonder where it came from, but you have your physical feelings, so you know. Now, I am going somewhere with this. So there is physical feelings, there is knowing, and then there is instinct. When a deer in the forest, as I've said many times, hears a twig snap, they do not stop to analyze. Could it be danger? What is it? They immediately, instinctually, run the opposite direction from the sound. All right, you know that. Do human beings do this? Human beings would normally do exactly the same thing, and still in many circumstances do. But because of cultures, ways of being, peer pressure, yes, social systems, sometimes you don't react to something, even though your body gives you the feelings to immediately react to it. I'm not going to go into all of that here. But sometimes, in order to be cool, all right, you don't react to something outwardly, that inwardly your body is giving you alarm bells to react to. I'm not here to criticize anybody's culture. I'm only bringing that up as an example. So, why am I bringing it up? As I've said recently, I'm going to talk more about instinct here. Because instinct, physical feelings, knowing, and the other able assistance in knowing are going to help you so very much to get through the coming years. In the coming years, it will be less important to be cool than it will to be aware and active and reactive at the right times. I'm not talking about some extreme situation. I am talking about honoring your natural abilities. Now, when this video is posted on the blogs, there'll be many links for you to study about instinct and perhaps even knowing. I'd like you to read up on that and see if you can do some of the homework, whatever appeals to you. Keep in mind that in order to utilize your instinct, you don't have to learn about it. The posts on the blogs, the written blogs, are all about understanding how it works and how you can use it in the easiest, simplest, and most benevolent way. But for now, let me simply say this. I'd like you to try something over the weekend or whenever it's convenient. I'd like you simply to try the following. I'd like you to go out someplace where you're relaxed. Ideally, it would be in the country. But if it's in the backyard or even in a city, even in an apartment if that's what you have, wait. Just stand someplace or sit someplace if you need to, and wait for there to be a sudden sound. It might be the phone ringing. If it is, make sure that you do not have your cell phone on you. Alright? That might make some of you nervous right there. But just wait. There will be a sound, a sudden sharp sound. Do not have the television on. Do not have the radio on. Simply wait. And when that first sound comes, that sharp, sudden sound, notice what your physical body does. Notice where you get the sudden feeling. For everyone, it will be different. Yes, many people will get it in the same place, say in the solar plexus. But some people will have the physical feeling in the chest, some people in your legs, some people in your head, and so on. There will be different places for these feelings. Understand that what I want you to learn is where is the first place in your physical body that your instinct instructs you through your own physical feelings that it is important to react. That's your homework. I'll build on that another time. But I will say one more thing, since I brought it up. Why won't all the people in the future be working on these things? I've said this before, but I'll say it again. You're on a past connected timeline now, and that's why history tends to repeat itself. Wars, struggles, battles, disagreements from culture to culture. But there is a future-anchored timeline. And that future-anchored timeline, there are your future selves waiting there, reaching back to you. I have talked about this before. In time, when the sequence is just right, many of you will be so connected to that future timeline that you will not have to act and react based on the past. I'll let you think about that. Good life.